Hello, and welcome to this 8-part series where we will be going through the basics of PowerPoint. In this lesson, we will be going over how to add and format text, images, and shapes into presentation slides. Let's get started. Now, in order to add a new slide, you will need to go up to the top left-hand corner of the Home tab and click on New Slides. Now, there are many different types of slides that you can add to your presentation, but for the purposes of this lesson, we will be adding a blank slide. Now, once this slide has been added, we will want to insert a text box. So we'll go up to the top toolbar, go all the way to the left, and click on the Insert tab. That'll be to the right of the Home tab. Once we are in this tab, we will be able to see everything that we can be able to insert into our PowerPoint presentation slide. Because we want to add a text box, we can go all the way to the right to the Text section of the Insert tab and click on Text Box. Once we have clicked on the text box icon, we can drag it down to the slide and see that the cursor has turned into a slight upside-down cross-looking cursor. Now, in order to make the text box, we just simply click and drag to drag out the text box, and there you go. Now, because I want to say where I am from on this slide, I personally will type I am from Lexington, Kentucky. And because I want the text box to be centered, I will simply click on the text box and drag it down into the center of the slide. Now I want to be able to format the text that I have put into the text box, so I will highlight the text that I have just typed out, and then a small box appears which shows the font size, and many other different options. For this lesson, we'll stick with the font and the font size. Now I want the font size to be just a little larger, so I'm going to put it right here. And I would like the font itself to be Times New Roman. So I will type that into the box, click enter, and there you go. It has now been formatted. Now I want to be able to insert an image of what Lexington, Kentucky is. So I will simply go into Chrome, open up a new tab, type in Lexington, go to the Images tab, I'll select this image, I will right-click it, press Copy Image, go back into the PowerPoint presentation, right-click in the slide, and then I will go down, and there are a few different options of how you can copy the image to your presentation, but I will select Use Destination Theme for this instance. And there you go. You have now copied and pasted an image into your PowerPoint presentation slide. And I want this image to be a little bit smaller, so I will simply shorten the size of it and then center it into the slide. Now I also want to be able to have an arrow pointing from the text box all the way over to the image. So, because we are still in the Insert tab, that is where we can find the Shape tool, and since you are already there, you can be able to navigate to the Illustrations section, go all the way to the left, click on Shapes, and a drop-down menu of many different shapes will appear. For me, in this instance, I will choose the arrow to the right shape, click on it, and then click and drag exactly where I want it to be in the slide. And with the shape open, you can be able to add text to it, format the words, and format the size. And there you go. You have now added a text box, formatted the text inside of the box, added an image, as well as added a shape. Thank you for joining me on this lesson. I'll see you in the next one.